afternoon. My name is Dr. Macharia Waruingi. I'm a medical doctor, also Doctor of Business Administration in Health, and Doctor of, let's say, Global Health itself. How do you do that? So, why Ubrica? Ubrica is an acronym that stands for Ustawi, Biomedical Research, Innovation, and Industrial Centers of Africa. It's a long name, but you can whittle it down to Ubrica. UBRICA. Now that acronym is everything that we want to do with Ubrica, and we found that I was troubled by the question about why don't we have good healthcare in Kenya, not just in Kenya, in the entire African continent. When you leave this place, go outside, you find that people are able to treat the sick ones very well. They have very advanced equipment, advanced medicines, and they can do a very good job. So our doctors working here get very frustrated because the health system does not provide them with the kind of supplies that you need to take care of your patients well. So as a doctor, what do? You try to take the best care you can in a hospital, so you're in a national hospital, or you're in Pumwani, you get frustrated and have to go on strike. Now, people strike and say they're not paid enough, there's a shortage of resources. All kinds of resources. Human resource will help you do your operations properly. You don't have an assistant in theater, you are alone doing the work. We don't have financial resources, and you don't even have medical supplies. So, those resources, the human resource, is not that we are not training a lot of people who could work in the healthcare system, but they cannot get jobs. Okay? Then, the material resources, medical supplies, like medicines, things you use in surgical theater, everything used in the hospital is not enough in our hospitals. And whenever you find it, it's very expensive. So we import everything. That's why it's expensive. People in Germany have figured out how to make things, like they know how to make medicines, antibiotics, syringes, needles. We don't know how to do that. Even medical water, we still import that, although it rains almost every month in this country. Yeah, there's a lot of water flowing, but you cannot take that water and convert it into water we can use in the hospitals. So when you get our water, it comes from outside and very expensive. So, then the money, all these things rely on you having money. We don't even have money to pay for any of that. So doctors go on strike thinking that the money comes from outside themselves, somewhere else. So, big problem. Money does not come from outside. It comes from within us. That's why we go to all the other countries, we find people who have understood money. They use money to create resources, train the people to develop human resource, and use that training to create new innovations that work in the health system. And you look in the whole African continent, we don't understand that we need money. Then you say, why, for so many years started looking, and why don't we have money? Why doesn't money work for us? Because we don't think about money like other people do. In fact, we hardly think about money. We don't think about money. Money does not work for us. We go to China and borrow money, thinking that money is borrowed from China to build trains. Then the Chinese people bring their engineers to build the train. Our engineers ends up jobless. So if we have to stop this problem, we have to think money and respect it, and know that money is a science, just like biology is a science, like physics is a science. But we don't teach money in this country. But the basic science of money is what helps people to pull money together. Just like you stop the water flowing from the mountain, going to the ocean, you build a dam, and then that dam pulls the water, and the water in the dam now does other things. And that is how money is built for the nation. So when we discovered that, it took quite a number of years, maybe another 10 years, to figure out how to build the dam of money, like they do in the United States, to build companies like Google. So we authorized Ubrica now as a company to come and invest in life science and healthcare in Africa. And we authorized 2 billion shares of common stock in the USA. We registered the company in the USA in a place called Delaware, where you can, Delaware is very encouraging for making companies. Authorized 2 billion shares of common stock, come with the intent of pulling money from our own pockets so that we can invest that money in the entire value chain for life science and health. Life science begins with the scientific discovery in medicine and biology. Okay? All biological based medicines and it's very, very expensive. We cannot afford life science without a lot of money, in billions of dollars. This is why we put together 2 billion shares. 2014, we began selling them in earnest so that we can develop the company to the point that when it is a certain stage, then it can start doing things. Part of development includes developing the human resource. We don't have human resource for life science here who are fully trained. We have to train people for another 3 to 4 years before now you can throw them into serious competitive life science creation. That's a very expensive process. Second, healthcare itself, building high quality health system is also very expensive. Now life science, where you go to biomedical manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, medical devices, medical supplies, and then you take those medical supplies and supply them to our hospitals. And so we have to upgrade the healthcare system itself. And that is not complicated when there's money, but it's a very difficult task to do without money. Okay? And so that's where we are. We have people started buying shares from Ubricoin in the United States. 2014 they were 50 cents to the dollar. Now they have gone all the way to $50 over a period of maybe 3 or 4 years. And that is good. It shows people are very encouraged. Ultimately, we want to list those shares in the US organization known as the National Association of Securities Dealer Quotation Index in New York City. Now to list that is no simple work, but it is just like doing neurosurgery. To become a neurosurgeon is not simple. So if I'm a neurosurgeon myself, say that we're not going to list a company so that we can do neurosurgery here instead of trying to take our people outside. It doesn't make sense when we can actually create our own world-class surgical procedures right here in Vietnam. So maybe 2024 we list the company, we are maybe say halfway through there, and then we sell the rest of the shares to the global marketplace, raise a lot of money through that. Now when I came here, we found from what we had planned, things are very different. There's a much deeper problem, much deeper lack of money because people don't have market. As I explained last time, we created a marketplace called Sokojani. As we were creating that marketplace, we found that we are not even allowed to use payment gateways designed by Mzungus. So we had to sit down and with our team create our own payment gateway that you can use on online shopping to help our people buy and sell things to each other so they can make money for healthcare in the future. So as we were doing that, we discovered that now this new computer science known as blockchain technology, with which you can now create money that you can use like Bitcoin, like Litecoin, like Ethereum, and that's what we have done over the last 1 year. Created a new currency known as Ubricoin that now we're going to sell to the rest of the world, and it's so much easier to raise money using cryptocurrency than the shares. So it is now we have Ubricoin also going for 50 shillings. You all invited to buy because don't come to buy it 2 years later because it will be 10,000 shilling a coin. Yeah, after the white people have bought. So what we want to invite today, participate. Let's pull together a lot of resources, and we are going to change this country in a way that we've never seen before. And that's very encouraging. God has been very faithful. So far, so great. Thank you so much. That's it.